Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at a level 51 Pangoro in the Master League with Karate Chop, which is going to be gaining energy a lot faster now. For the first 3 battles, we are going to be taking a look at it level 51 with Snarl, and then after that we're going to go ahead and put on Karate Chop for the remainder of the video to kind of just look at the comparison or maybe see the differences here and have a little fun with it. It was a long time coming. I wanted to invest in it. I wanted to hold off just for a little bit longer in case we had received maybe a shadow, or maybe even if I received a 100% or maybe a better shiny, but unfortunately not. So we're just going to go ahead and go with this one here. And I had a lot of fun with it, to be honest with you. It didn't do too bad. You do need to look out for Fairy. It's going to be doing quite a bit of damage, seeing that you're going to be dark and fighting. But for the most part, it was actually able to put in the work. And I did personally like Karate Chop better. So just going to put that out there. We are going to be pairing it up with Kyogre, Xerneas, and what else we got going on? I feel the things here. And we are going to be running Night Slash as well as Close Combat. With Night Slash, we will potentially have a chance to raise the attack by 2 stages, which can really benefit us, obviously, on anything, but it'll work out pretty nice with the Pangoro here. We will get walled by Fairy as we do not have any moves. You can run Iron Head, so you could have a little bit of a deterrent there, I suppose. Rock Slide as well for those flyers, but I'm personally just going to go with the Night Slash as well as Close Combat here. And on my Xerneas, I did swap over to Thunder for now. We also do have that on the Kyogre, and it did work out for me because of the Ho-Ohs and potentially even letting it go on their Kyogres. But let's see what we have going on here. Oh, as well, I don't know, we don't need it for Xerneas, or not Xerneas, Yveltal. Anyways, we have a nice shiny matchup later regarding those two. So we do have Snarl here. We are doing super effective plus stab on the Duskmane there. We are going to go ahead and shield that up, and unfortunately they bait me with Dark Pulse, which is going to be massively resisted by the Dark and Fighting type. I go ahead and throw the Night Slash and then swap into the Xerneas here. Probably a little unnecessary. I could have held on to that energy because technically we can take care of this with the Xerneas no problem at all. So don't really know why. And I also don't know why I went for Thunder here to be... Okay, guess we'll go ahead and throw that. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and build up to another Thunder and throw it on their Lugia. Okay, well, I guess that's working out. Maybe Moonblast too, because you do have a chance to lower their attack, but that's all right. We're going to call this Sky Attack here while the Dragon Tail is really doing no damage to our Fairy type. And Lugia's attack's not that great, plus they're not getting stabbed from it. Unfortunately, not able to get to another one here. The Pangoro is going to be weak to flying. It is going to be super effective with its dark typing, but we're going to go ahead and just bring in the Kyogre to take the brute force of this here. And they're hitting me with an Aeroblast, doing quite a bit of damage, swapping into their Duskmane, immediately going for the Night Slash here and taking them out. They are shieldless. We have 0 shields as well. We're getting some nice frame skipping, as you can see. You gotta love it. And down they go. So looks like people are starting to come to terms, and or should I say at least cope with the fact that there's cheating going on here. So the Discord cheat we got going on where you can see your team and several others going on. It's just amazing. This is why ranks don't matter, okay? Do you all understand? I've always been trying to say this here, but now they start wanting to say that, yeah, there's cheating going on. Yeah, okay. All the while. We'll just leave it at that. Let's not turn it into something. All right, so let's go ahead and see. Got Fairy versus Fairy over here. And I'm going to go ahead and just let that go, unfortunately. Bring in the Kyogre, and we're just going to farm them down here. It does take longer to get to Surf now, as it does require more energy, but it is also doing more damage too. Yeah, I kind of liked it the way it was before, but what can you do? It is what it is, so just got to stick with it here. So we have a Landorus. I'm thinking there's a Ho-Oh in the back if they're going to be bringing this out here. Potentially, we'll have to see. Going for a Surf, and Pangoro in the back just waiting for its turn to throw down here. And we have 1 shield left. Do I actually shield this up? That is pretty incredible. I do. Farming them down. Can we throw a Surf on a Ho-Oh? And there is. So since they lowered my attack by 2 stages there, right? I'm going to go ahead and swap into the Pangoro so we can reset that attack drop and then bring it in to do full damage here. I'm thinking they're trying to farm me down here. Maybe they screwed up. I don't know what is going on over there. But I actually am going to be able to beat it with Pangoro because I just keep spamming them with the Night Slash here. All right, so as you can see, the Pangoro is doing pretty good, but we are going to go ahead and put Karate Chop on it right now. So from here onwards, we are going to be using Karate Chop. All right, so let's see what we have going on here. Leading with Xerneas, and we're met with an Origin Dialga, both shinies, gotta love it. So they do have that Iron Head, which is going to do quite a bit of damage, and we are still going to be running Thunder for the remainder of the video too. Gonna go ahead and just stay here. I think we may shield this one up. I could let it go, but they are actually, I don't know, why do I keep going for Thunder? Am I thinking it costs less energy or something? It doesn't really matter at this point. They're gonna be shielding it up. Going for the Iron Head, and can they farm us down? They swap into their Necrozma, Dawn Wings, and take me out with a nice Shadow Claw Snipe. So we kind of wall this thing here, except for not really. So we did get the attack boost there. All right, that's pretty good. Unfortunately, the Karate Chop is massively resisted. Moongeist Beam still does about 75%, or probably like 78% of your health, okay? So just a little heads up. That move is just that damn strong, and Pangoro, it's not really tanky at all. Really can't take a hit too well. It's just not made for the Master League quite. All right, it's just not there, unfortunately. But we're still able to pull off some stuff here. It's just, you know, you got to learn how to use it for a while. Get used to it being so squishy, and then you can take control there, or at least find yourself in a position where you're going to be able to use it good. All right, next game, we're going to be met with Palkia. That's great. They're going to be swapping into their Mamoswine Shadow. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Kyogre here. I'm expecting a high horsepower. We can go ahead and let that go, as we will survive. Barely, though. And we do have a Surf. That's all we have time to throw, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Is that Dialga? Oh, Palkia. All right, so 4 times resisted with that Water, Dragon, and Water itself. Bringing in the Xerneas here. Going for the Moonblast right away, of course, and they're going to be swapping with Energy, bringing in a Metagross. All right, Snarl would have been nice here, but we'll take Karate Chop too, as we're going to be able to spam them here. So let's have a little fun. So Meteor Mash will probably be almost enough to take us out, so we're going to just shield that up, all right? And just keep on spamming them. We will be able to outpace them, and that's what we have going on here. They're going to be letting that go. We do farm them down, which is looking great for us here. And we're going to continue to hit that Night Slash, because we don't want to drop our defense going for the close combat. And we're raising our attack while we do have some nice frame skipping going on. Beautiful. They may be backing out here, or they just let it go. Fantastic. We take the win with Pangoro, and it got another boost. Incredible. But you can only go up, what? 4 stages anyway. Another Palkia lead. Fantastic. They swap into Mewtwo, and I immediately bring in Pangoro, and I bet you're wondering how this one works. Well, Side Strike still does a good amount of damage, but you are in a decent position. Unfortunately, Karate Chop is resisted, so you do have that. Shadow Ball. Oh, right. So going for the Shadow Ball, still doing a little over half my health there. Psycho Cut, not really doing too much. We get the attack raise, and we're able to farm them down. Didn't have to use a shield there, and our attack is up by 2 stages, so Pangoro did its job exceptionally well there, while raising its attack again. So I think I might shield this up just to put on the pressure here and get a shield out of them, because we're at a 4+ attack stage. This will obviously KO. And they do let it go. In fact, holding on to that last shield, they have a Ho-Oh in the back. And, well, we have Kyogre. So what I'm just wasting time at this point. Well, not really. We do have Thunder, so we're just going to wait for them to throw that energy. They let it go, not knowing that we'd probably have Thunder. So that's why they're still holding on to their shields there. And this is all but over here. So we bring in the Kyogre, and that is a wrap. We can even let this go if we want to. And we're looking good and take that win. So yeah, they were just holding on to those shields. They weren't expecting the Thunder. That's why they didn't use them at the end. All right, met with a Metagross. This is a bad lead. So we're going to swap into Pangoro and hope they do not have a Fairy back there. Because if they do, I might as well just back out. Honestly, that's just what it is. They do have a Gyarados, which is fine. We're just going to keep on spamming the Night Slash here. Hopefully we get the boost. But the Aqua Tail is going to hurt quite a bit. So let's see what this is going to look like. Can we even get to the next charge move? We do, in fact, but they are obviously not going to, be sweating over there. Still in the yellow. Nobody's used a shield. We bring in the Xerneas here. Aqua Tail is going to do a decent amount of damage here, but that's all right. As far as farming them down, it's not going to be something we want to do here, unfortunately. So they are getting to 2, and they will be able to get to another one. So we're just going to go ahead and throw right here. Building up to 100 energy, so we're ready to go. Whatever they throw back into the fight here. Of course, is that Metagross, so I bring in Kyogre immediately, and I'm crossing my fingers like, come on. Let there be a Ho-Oh or a Landorus in the back. Come on. Or a Rhyperior? A Rhyperior. Even better. 4 times weak to water, so every quick move is doing so much damage. We don't have to worry about Metagross taking us out with Earthquake, so we can go ahead and use all of our shields here. Don't know why I'm throwing this, because technically I should just be farming them down with quick moves here, but we're just going to go ahead and do it anyways and see what happens. They just let it go. Okay, yeah, taking that win. I'm just wasting time. I should just quick move down. Next game, we're met with a Yveltal versus Xerneas, and both of them are shiny. This is a classic battle here. Obviously, the Xerneas is going to be at the advantage, while the Yveltal isn't, but they are catching with the Rhyperior. That was a very clean catch. All right, so we're going to go ahead and bring in Kyogre to go ahead and farm them down, hitting me with Breaking Swipe and making my attack go down by 1 stage. So they did get it very good, and we're just going to go ahead and throw the Surf here. I'm not building up to no Thunder right now, and we're still getting a shield out of them. Now this Dark Pulse, I would, oh, actually Oblivion Wing, yeah, that's what you want to do. They're going to be able to Sucker Punch me down with the new and improved attack on it. I love that Yveltal like that. It's awesome. We're going to go ahead and shield up the Oblivion Wing on them as well, while holding on to 1 shield still. They're swapping and bringing in their Duskmane. We're going to go ahead and bring in the star of the show, Pangoro, to handle the situation here. Now, this is a little bit different because Moongeist Beam is going to, or Sunsteel Strike, that one will go right through me because it's steel, so I do need to shield that one up. And I think I may be letting a Moongeist Beam go through at one point in time, so you can see I'm raising my attack and farming them down here. Now we're going to go ahead and spam them with the Night Slash. And, well, okay, so if you're thinking, why not close combat? Because I was thinking that they would think I was going for a close combat and they would shield it up, and I needed to get that last shield. But all right, we'll just have to deal with it now. And we're getting their last shield finally here. We have all this energy, and we're going to be able to take the win with the Xerneas up against the Yveltal. Both of them shiny. Good old classic battles. Gotta love them. All right, moving it on to the next one here. And we're going to be met with the Rayquaza. Well, that's another fantastic lead here. So we're going to go ahead and just see what they're going to want to do. If they want to build all the way up to that Dragon Ascend, which will one-shot me. And we are going to see them retreat, bringing in Rhyperior with a lot of energy on their Rayquaza, as we do bring in a hard counter. I'm going to go ahead and let that Rock Wrecker go and immediately throw the Surf when they throw in whatever. Oh, we're building up to Thunder. Wow, we're getting a little brave here because they had all that energy. Oh, okay, I see what's going on. Yeah, might as well try to get to that Thunder to do at least half up against that Origin Palkia. Bringing in the Pangoro here, and a Spatial Rend is going to, yeah, pretty much one-shot us. And we're going to go for the Night Slash as we survive with about 1 or 2 HP. Immediately swap in, or I think they just KO'd us anyways. We will shield this up for good measure and immediately throw. They did not get the attack drop, so we're looking great. They have 2 dragons. Down goes the Rayquaza, and this is over. They're going to back out. We take the win, as we still did have a shield. All right, keeping it moving on to the next one. Folks, if you can give this one a thumbs up, that would be much appreciated. And now we have Fairy versus Fairy, Zacian versus Xerneas. Okay, so let's see how this works out here for us. We're going to go ahead and throw that Moonblast. Hopefully we get the attack drop, and no, we don't. It's a very rare occurrence for it to actually happen for me anyways, but that's all right. And soon we will have Shiny Zacian. Remember, folks, that's going to be great. Send me invites if you're on my list. I will join those for sure. If I'm not joining them now, it's because I'm editing or I just don't see my phone. I'm sorry. If I'm looking at it, believe me, I will join you. All right, so we're going to go ahead and bring in Pangoro to finish them off here, as they did drop their attack, or should I say their defense, and they're bringing in Rhyperior. Now I'm going to go straight for the close combat. Hopefully they let this go and we can land it for once. And they do. Freaking amazing. Swapping into the Kyogre, seeing if we can snipe them, but they are on the quick swap and bring in their Duskmane, and it is on right about now here. So they're going to be shielding out that Surf, of course. And I believe they double bait me here, but it doesn't really matter. Oh no, we let it. We call it. Okay, sounds good to me, because we're setting it all up. All right, great. Yeah, we'll let it all go. Fantastic. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take them out here. And I don't think they're going to be able to quick move me down with the Rhyperior. Using that last shield, swapping into the Rhyperior, trying to catch. Unfortunately, they didn't catch a damn thing. Going for another Night Slash to take out the Duskmane. And we're looking good and taking that win with our star of the show. Next game, we're going to be seeing a Zygarde. Okay, I'd love to see that with my Xerneas. So they're going to be swapping into their Shadow Mewtwo. Okay, let's see what they got going on here. We will let that first charge move go. Hopefully it's not Focus Blast. I don't think it is. Shadow Ball. All right, still doing a lot of damage, even coming from that Shadow Mewtwo itself, bringing us down to about 25% or so. That's pretty intense. even though we resist it. And we will shield this one up here and outpace them. They're going for a Scythe Strike, and now we're just going to go for another Night Slash here, take them out, and they're going to let it go. Great. And bringing in their own Xerneas. All right, so we're going to go for close combat, just doing even more damage. And so whatever. We're done already, right? So in goes the Kyogre here. We do need to look out for Thunder, I suppose, but we're just going to let it go here. And just hopefully they don't have it. Sounds good to me. Getting to the Surf. And what are they going to do? What are they going to do? Shield it up. Use their last shield. Oh, catch it with their Zygarde. Okay. Well, we're just going to go ahead and swap into our own Xerneas here. And we're looking pretty good. The only thing that they can technically hit us with is going to be Earthquake. And, well, let's see. It doesn't really matter at this point because we're going to be farming them down. Yeah, hitting me with Earthquake. Not doing too much. We're going to have a lot of energy here. And going straight for the Moonblast to try to lower their attack. Or just... yeah, whatever. Moonblast, Thunder. I think I need to see the energy cost for each one of those. Could easily go look at that right now. All right. And we'll bring in the Kyogre here. Shielding it up and then farming them down. But they're going to be backing out. We take that win and looking good. Moving it on to the next one. Leading with Xerneas the entire time here. Met with a Kyurem. This is going to be a pretty good matchup for me here. Although Glaciate's going to do a pretty good amount of damage. I do have one of those shiny powered up myself. It is going to be unfortunately a 14, 15, 15. But still good enough for me. And I just need a little bit more candies whenever those do come back actually. It's been a while since we've seen those, hasn't it? All right, so what's going on here? We will shield up this next Glaciate. So they did drop my attack by 2 stages, guaranteed each time to drop your opponent's attack by 1 stage. And at this point, we can farm them down, but not before they get to a Dragon Claw. We will let this go because we do know it is going to be a Dragon Claw, and we're looking all right. So bringing in a Sigaleo, regular Sigaleo, pretty good still, pretty high on the list. I do believe it's still top 10 itself, so pretty amazing. Bringing in Kyogre here and Psychic Fangs. We, for whatever reason, wanted to keep our Xerneas alive. All right, with that little health. Okie dokie. Getting to the Thunder here. Do they let it go? And they do. And at this point, it is pretty much a wrap because we do have Pangoro in the back. It's going to be super effective to that Solgaleo. And down it goes. They're going to be able to farm us up a little bit with that Fire Spin. And it's getting actually a benefit boost from it too, because Fire Spin is looking a little bit better this season as well. Night Slash, we're getting a shield and no attack boost with that Karate Chop. Quick move here, extremely good farm. Letting the Psychic Fangs go, knowing it's not going to do much. As a matter of fact, I think I even let the next one go just because I can. And yeah, we'll hold on to that shield just for the kicks and taking them out with Pangoro. All right. Moving it on to the next game here. Xerneas into a Palkia. This is an amazing lead, and they are going to be staying here. Sounds good to me. All right. Going to obviously let this Aqua Tail go, no problem at all. Wait for the swap. No swap. All right, we're going to go ahead and go for that Moonblast to pretty much one-shot them here, and they're actually shielding it up. They want to play that game. Sounds good to me. We're going to go ahead and shield up this Aqua Tail here. And if they want to use 2 shield or swap into their Duskmane, okay, sounds good. Bringing in the Pangoro and going to go for the Night Slash right out the gate here, of course. You never really go for, okay, close, you know when you go for close combat, right? Yeah. When shields are down and you just need to do that much more damage before you're done for, unless you have another mastermind plan and you're looking at the switch clock and all that stuff, and you're going to be able to retreat it and not have it lose too much health, all that good stuff. All right, so we're taking the win there. No more shields. I wanted to double up as well. Immediately swapping into my Xerneas as they bring in that Palkia, going for the Moonblast to take them out. Pangoro's still alive, and we do have a Yveltal in the back. This is looking great for the Xerneas up front here, and pretty much one-shotted them, looking amazing, but they're still going to throw their charge move. They said, I will waste your 5 seconds, and we'll bring in Pangoro to finish them off and take that win. Moving it on to the next one here, we have a couple more battles. I think actually this may be the last one here. Another Palkia lead. Sounds good to me. And I do believe they're going to be playing that same game as the last one here by staying in for a minute and then trying to swap. Got some nice frame skipping here, screwing everything up. All right, you gotta love it. And they are letting it go. Down it goes, and they're bringing in their Ho-Oh. This is why I like Thunder on Xerneas here, because check it out. Look at all that damn damage. And now they're going to be kind of forced to shield this up. They can't just let this go, but they are going to be able to farm me down, which is going to... let them have a lot of energy coming out of this battle here. So we'll bring in Kyogre, and I do believe I do let this Brave Bird go here. Oh yeah, no problem. What is in the back? We do have a Dawn Wings, okay? So this thing is just going to be able to get one-shotted essentially by Night Slash. Well, I mean, there you go. Doing quite a bit of damage. And the thing is, unfortunately, yeah, we can't farm them down with our quick move because it's massively resisted. But Pangoro, folks, look, taking out the best of them. Taking out the best and making them quit. Thank you for watching, and take care.